Welcome back to Bangkok Assassins. In this episode, I'm going to be doing a ton more challenges, including Insecure, I'm Ecstatic, Memory Loss, Hide and Don't Seek, Power Chord, Intervention, Fade to Black, Tuck Tuck and Away, and finally, Down Under. I get to challenge Insecure for starting down here, in this starting location. Let me listen into this conversation.
You're no quitter. I've got to give you that.
Look, I can fix this. I'm homing in on the problem. I just gotta... Damn it!
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to ride home?
It's not about that. There's his guest. Big shot lawyer fella up in the Queen Suite. He's offered to buy it. This piece of crap for like an obscene amount of money.
Command, I've got more
Just gotta get the engine running.
A guest wants to buy your crummy old tuk-tuk.
Tourists, right? They just love authenticity. I don't know, the guy wants to use it as a golf cart at his Hamptons Country Club or whatever. Be my guest, man. His folly is my gain.
No kidding. Well, I guess I can stick around for a bit. You know, for moral support.
Thanks.
So this is actually an opportunity to kill Ken Morgan. I will be doing that towards the end of the episode. There's going to be a lot of dialogue in this one. I'm going to show off a ton of conversations so you can get a lot of the story here in Bangkok. Let me wait for this guard to patrol because he can see through my disguise. And I don't want any problems here. No problems.
I've had enough. Want a refund. And I'm switching hotels.
Van bothers you that much, huh? Me, I have selective hearing. I can tune out just about anything. Isn't a recording studio supposed to be soundproof?
No. It's not the actual recording. It's the partying. Last night they were playing some drinking game down on the lawn. So I popped my head out the window and this disgusting, naked, bearded guy just gives me the finger.
Ugh, all naked?
Well, he was kind of clutching a fern in an area, but look, that's not the point. The worst part is, they get to do whatever they want. Just because the lead singer's father owns the hotel.
What a world, eh, Ruben?
You know, I am on a working holiday. I paid for peace and quiet, and I am going to get it.
Okay, good luck with that.
I like that lady. She's funny. She's a funny lady. So one more conversation here for now. And this one's quite important.
They had this huge row in the middle of the night.
Cross and his manager fighting, huh? Well,
We just need
Oh, come on, dude.
alone.
Just talk already. I'm gonna listen anyways.
Cross
Sorry
and
about
his
that.
manager fighting, huh? Well, bring on the gossip.
Well, I only picked up bits and pieces. Something about Miss Barrett confiscating an audio recording from Cross. Said it was for his own good, that listening to him turned into an obsession. Hannah Heimel's name was mentioned.
The girlfriend who died.
Yeah, but you don't believe all that crap, do you? That Cross killed his girlfriend.
Well, my brother is an officer. Trust me, domestic disturbances don't just happen on Skid Row. The rich just throw more expensive shit at each other.
You know, we could snatch the recording from Barrett and blackmail. I'd probably sit on gold mine here.
We're sitting on a pound
I don't need a
cake.
security
Plus
guard
the
to feel
father owns
safe.
this
You know, I can
hotel.
deal with my
Plus
own
half the world's
problems.
media.
I'm a big boy.
Do what you want, but I am not getting involved. I like my job.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So some pretty decent backstory there. If you remember from previous episodes here in Bangkok, Jordan Cross's father, Thomas Cross, had hired Ken Morgan to come here and meet with Dexy Barrett to obtain incriminating evidence on Jordan Cross so that he can be better controlled. And it looks like Dexy Barrett is in possession of an audio recording. Let's go see what that's all about. It looks like the manager's at the top of the stairs though, so I'm gonna have to take a detour.
Hey, you seen Ramon? No?
Excuse me. Are you quite sure that it's safe keeping these pesticides so close to the population?
Whoa,
Gotta come through this side here so that guard doesn't spot me. So in fact, my main target in this episode is going to be Dexy Barrett. I'm gonna see if I can find that audio recording. But in order to target her, I'm gonna need a sound recording
Nice to know
costume,
you're
I
here,
guess.
sir.
And you've listened to this first conversation here already in the previous
No
episode.
letter, Neil. The one Dexy Barrett told you to take down to reception 3 hours ago?
Oh, right. No, I'm just comatose today. No, I'm good, thanks. I'll pop down in a moment.
Yeah, so you keep saying.
What do you care? Dexy Barrett is Jordan's manager. She's not the boss of us.
Who's the note for, anyway?
She didn't say. But he's staying at the Queen's Suite, so I figure he's someone important.
All the more reason to deliver his letter.
I will. In a minute.
So Dexy is ready to hand over the information to Ken Morgan, and she's trying to get him to the basement via the letter, like you've seen.
My manager.
Dexy? Managing your shitty band? Nah. Dexy Barrett doesn't waste time on amateurs. She's a kingmaker, that one. Only works with the best.
Well, I mean, she's been with Jordan in the class since the beginning.
It's different. Few upcoming artists can afford to hire a superstar manager, least of all full-time. Jordan can. He could have bought up monumental records without making a dent in his trust fund.
Yeah, except he didn't.
No, that's right. Hiring Dexy Barrett is the only privileged thing he did. He wanted to prove himself. Do it right and true. You gotta respect that.
Yeah. Still want to punch him, though.
Seriously. Why? Jordan's amazing. He's cool, good-looking, and let's not forget, he's a kick-ass artist.
Yeah, I think you just answered your own question.
Alright, so now this guy should be going to the bathroom. That way I can take his disguise and gain access to the recording studio upstairs so I can confront Dexy Barrett. Hopefully the story here in Bangkok is starting to make more sense though. We've gotten a lot of pieces and now we're finally being able to put them together. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change into this costume and then I'm going to change back into the security. That way it counts for my chameleon challenge. Because if you start with the costume it doesn't count. You actually have to put it on. So there we go. Make sure that guy is turned away and then I'll make my run for it. Getting impatient. Let's just go. Good enough.
The billionaire businessman is an asshole.
Greetings, sir.
What the?
Gotta wait for that guy to turn around so that I can safely head on through again. Alright, and you guessed it, more conversations.
You were going to tell me about that performance in Barcelona.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, that was crazy. So, it's back when Soft Currency had just come out, and the class are headlining the first major gig. Anyway, 10 minutes before they go on stage, the gear van explodes. I don't know, accident, arson, I forget. The point is, the band's got no instruments, right? None. So Jordan and Heidi run down the nearest mall, get a hold of some kitschy kid's keyboard and a piece of shit ukulele, which is, they somehow managed to distort, I don't know, using Heidi's old fuzz pedal. Sounds terrible, right? Only it wasn't. It was freaking magical. I asked my wife to marry me at that show. That's how magical it was. And that's when I decided, I gotta work for that band.
That's a really great story, man. I mean, music. Nothing like it, huh?
No, nothing like it.
Alright, let's move on with our lives. Now I'm going to need to pick up this screwdriver right here. It's going to be important for 2 challenges coming up. Now basically at this point there are 2 options, so I'm going to do a little bit of editing.
That is Jordan Cross, revered and reviled in equal measures.
That way I can show 2 different challenges that can be unlocked here. So the first option is to electrocute Jordan Cross. And let me show you how to do that. Gonna expose the wiring here with the screwdriver that I just got. And basically when Jordan circles back around here, I can turn on the fountain and electrocute him, but it's gonna be a while. But no problem, because there are pretty cool conversations here.
Depends. It's like a lot more people like this album, but fewer people are gonna love it.
Yeah, maybe. But at least they're not afraid to be openly ambitious, you know? I'm so tired of holier-than-thou indie artists who pretend that commercial success doesn't matter to them. You know, they're making a virtue of necessity.
Fair enough. As long as you do what you want. That's the whole point of being an artist, right? Job security sucks. The money sucks. The hours suck. But at least you get to create something of your own. Otherwise, you might as well work insurance. Besides, Jordan's already a billionaire. It doesn't even matter if the album's a commercial success. His only problem is vanity.
Anyway, I have a good feeling. Hey, did Jordan just open a beer? I thought he quit drinking for good.
I don't know. Dr. Lafayette put him on the wagon for a while. That was a good call. He was drinking hard during the whole Hannah Highmore media circus. But look, Jordan's no alcoholic, okay? He mostly drinks that god-awful scented water brand, but when he gets pissed off, knock down a few beers. You know, like a normal guy.
Okay. I just hope he has the stomach for it. That's all I'm saying.
Greetings, sir.
So, where were we? Oh, right. The new material.
I'm not sure. I think I missed some of the grittiness, some of the ferocity.
I disagree. I think the new tracks pack a lot of punch. Well-produced can still be ballsy. It's not gritty and authentic just because you put a distortion filter on your vocals. Maybe in the old days, when only the top names got near a recording studio, but nowadays it's just a plug-in. There's no necessity to sound anymore, you know? It's all just aesthetics.
See, thing is, somewhere along the way, Jordan and Heidi clearly lost the magic. He had the melodies and the emotional gravity, but Heidi creates the sonic layers. People are drawn to Jordan, but musicians and reviewers are drawn to Heidi, and that's how they bridge the gaps. But now, you can feel the falling out.
Anyway, once Wes is done, it'll be awesome. Just you wait.
So a lot of dialogue there. Pretty interesting, especially with Dr. Lafayette from Sapienza.
Keeping it real.
If you remember that, he talked about treating Jordan Cross previously. Still waiting for Jordan to come here, but more conversations are happening.
Okay, so the standard cycle goes new wave, post-punk, indie folk, new acoustics, then power pop. I think the timing's perfect.
Sure, well, that doesn't change the fact that this is becoming the Jordan show. Quentin's gone and being replaced by someone the label likes. Don't get me wrong, I only heard good about De Silva, but he's a hired gun. He'll do what Jordan tells him. And Heidi is slowly being sidetracked. I mean, he wants her to play it exactly like he wrote it. On a MIDI demo, for Christ's sake.
Alright, so here he finally is. Now before I turn on the fountain, I need to make sure that nobody's watching, including those two security walking outside. They can see through the window. So when no one's looking, I can turn it on. And the exposed wiring will lead to a shocking death. And unlocking the achievement, I'm ecstatic.
Target down. Next up, Ken Morgan.
Now the second and more exciting option at this point is to unravel a lot more of the story behind everything and all the characters here in Bangkok. So what I can do is actually start to figure out what the audio recording that Dexy Barrett has in her possession is all about. And I can do so by actually taking her out. So I'm going to poison her drink right here. And there she is. Checking her phone. What are you doing on your phone, woman? Checking your emails? Is that what you're doing? Huh? I don't know why I'm so accusatory of her. But anyways, let's listen in to some more stuff. She's actually going to reveal a lot.
Mr. Cross, Dexy Barrett, I have the recording.
She talks obscenely loud on the
Your
phone.
son listens to me, that's how. I told him I would destroy it. Still, it took some convincing. That's the deal. I left your man a note at the reception. Who are you sending? Ken Morgan? My. Do you always use top-rated lawyers as errand boys? Either way, the price is doubled. Because I have ex-husbands to feed. And because I don't like you very much, Mr. Cross. You are sharky even by my standards. I betray your son's trust just by talking to you. So pay up, or your fancy attorney came a long way for nothing. Do we have terms?
So Dexy Barrett has just revealed that she does in fact have some sort of audio recording of Jordan Cross, and she's in direct communication with Thomas Cross himself, who has sent, of course, Ken Morgan down here to retrieve the recording. It all makes sense now. The only question left unanswered is, what's on those recordings? Well, gentlemen, she's about to drink from the poison cup, so we should find out.
Coming through! Make way! Oh, sick woman coming through! I'm in a hurry! Oh!
Yeah, she's sick, alright. Sick in the head. And also in the stomach now, I guess. I like her jacket, though. That's pretty nice, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and subdue her. It's important to subdue her and not kill her for a challenge. And look at this. She drops a combination to a safe. Perfect. If you grab that combination, you unlock the challenge, memory loss. Now, if you subdue her and you hide her body, you unlock the challenge, hide and don't seek. So now let's go crack open the safe and see what's inside. Obviously, it's going to be this secretive audio recording that we've all been looking forward to. But first things first, another conversation.
Come on, you bastard. Pick it up. You know this number. Morgan. Answering my father's phones now, I see. Moving up in the world, are we? In a meeting? Yeah. How convenient. What are the odds? Cut the crap, Morgan. We both know the great Thomas Cross has an army of ass-kissing sycophants to do the actual decision-making. Where's the old vampire really, huh? Taking a nap in his coffin? Right. You do that, Morgan. Yeah, you do that.
So Jordan obviously dislikes... Oh my god. Was he talking to me? Was he talking to me? What did I do? What did I do? Anyways, he obviously dislikes Ken Morgan. But this is Dexy Barrett's room. And you can play her guitar. And if you do so, you unlock the challenge power chord. Now, over this way is the safe. So, since I have the combination key, I can pick it up. And I have the audio recording on a USB drive. Let's go, guys. Let's go find out what is on this thing. Just gonna have to wait a little bit for these guys to clear out. You know what? I'm gonna make a run for it. There we go. I'm not trespassing out here, just inside the room. So let's play the recording and wait for Jordan. Enjoy this.
You always put words in my mouth and always stumbling right behind me when I'm trying to talk. I never said that. Never. Hannah, selective hearing. That's your problem.
You asshole. I'm not some googly-eyed groupie, Jordan. I have a glamorous, globe-trotting career, just like you. That doesn't mean I hump every goddamn underwear model I meet in an airplane toilet.
You know their names.
Like a goddamn...
Could be anybody. Why was it just playing? What would be the purpose? What would... Blackmail. Some sick game.
What if I just smashed it right now? Did they take copies or is it a warning? Yeah. Who are you?
That's not the right question.
Hi, Morris. Whatever they're paying you, I will double it, okay?
It doesn't work that way. Not here.
So wait. I didn't mean to. You know? I was drunk. I snapped. The window, I didn't think... But it happened. So, do I deserve to die because I made some stupid mistake? Or because I tried to get away with it?
Either way, it won't make a difference.
Please, don't, man, okay? Just don't. You'll regret it, okay? I'm only an artist, all right? Why don't you go kill some real bad guys? Come on, okay? Think, all right? Do you really think my father's gonna let this slide? No, he'll know, right? He'll find it, okay? And when he does, you'll see what kind of man he is, okay? You'll see what I see. Please, man.
Target down. Next up, Ken Morgan.
Wow, so now we know what was on the audio recording. In fact, if Jordan Cross was dead and you play that recording, he wouldn't come up and pause it, and if you hear it all the way through, you actually hear him accidentally push his girlfriend off the roof balcony in a fit of rage. Anyways, if you play the recording, you unlock the challenge intervention, and if you shoot him in the chair like I did, you unlock the challenge fade to black.
You checked, didn't you?
Yeah, nothing like a thorough background check. That's what I always say.
Uh-huh. Well, I've talked to her many times.
You have? When?
I was on tour with him. You know, Heidi's not as guarded as you'd think. She's great, actually. Really funny, smart, but totally just ordinary. I mean, her folks are still in a terraced house in Ealing, and her kid brother's a carpenter. I think she met Jordan when they both studied at St. Claremont's in London. She just likes the guitar, man. She doesn't give a shit about all of this. He does, though, Jordan. Even though he pretends not to and dumbs down his accent for the sound like the rest of the Brooklyn art crowd. He cares. I don't know. For some reason they get along, or they used to anyway. I think it started going downhill after Hannah died. She and Heidi were friends, you know.
Must be tough. Your friend dies, and your other friend is right there when it happens, and deep down it's gnawing at you. What if he did it?
Anyway, have a chat with her. I mean, what is it about women who play guitar that turns grown men into teenagers? Heidi's just a person, man.
I suppose you're right, but...
Alright, a lot more gossip. So now all the story here pretty much makes sense as to what was going on with these people. Now if you remember towards the beginning of this episode, some guy was trying to fix his tuk-tuk to sell to Ken Morgan, so it's time to go help him out.
Making way for the crew.
I really like this level. I can't decide the order of the levels relative to how I like them. I know for a fact that Paris is still my favorite map. And then I think Marrakesh is for sure my least favorite. Now between this one and Sapienza, I'm not sure which one I like best so far. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Sapienza though, just because it was so expansive. Let me try to get past these guys without being seen.
Almost done.
I'm trying to head into the basement for multiple reasons.
Surviving there. Oh yeah.
I think I can sneak behind this guy. There we go. Now in the basement, I'm gonna have a wrench with which I can use to fix the tuk-tuk. It's gonna put me right where I need to be to fix it, and also will allow me to get a disguise, the groundskeeper disguise, which will count towards the chameleon. So that's basically what I'm doing here. Gotta wait for the timing here, so I might have to edit a little bit so I can run across.
I hope it wasn't disgusting.
No, it's just stupid. Someone left their wallet in their pockets, and it had at least a couple of $1,000 baht. Why don't people check their pockets before sending them to the laundry?
Did you keep them?
No.
Alright. So let me take out this guy. Gonna take his disguise. Again, gonna count towards the chameleon challenge. And I will need this wrench.
Us down here busting ass while those blood-sucking fascists up there are soiling the sheets with their harlots and gigolos.
That's not true at all. We have a distinguished guest list. Even the Dalai Lama has stayed here, mind you.
You know, sometimes I wish the communists would come back. They would clean out this cesspool in no time.
Be careful what you wish for, my friend.
Alright, it's time to finish this thing. He still hasn't managed to fix it, so let me lend him a hand. So it is working now, perfect.
And now to deliver Mr. Morgan the good news.
Now with the screwdriver that I got up at the recording studio, I can poke a hole here and cause an oil leak. And now it takes like 5 minutes for that guy to go and grab Ken Morgan. So again, I might do a little bit of editing here until he is ready to come check out his new purchase. I don't know if he's gonna like it. Alright, here he comes finally.
That is Ken the Brick Morgan, lawyer and corporate fixer.
Go ahead, Mr. Morgan. Please, you do the honors.
I think we can all predict what's gonna happen here. Nice.
Both targets down. Now head towards an exit.
So if you kill him that way, you unlock the challenge, tuck tuck and away. And then finally, there's an exit down here in the basement, and if you choose to take it, you unlock the challenge, down under. And that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. A very story-rich episode in which we learned a lot. So see you next time.